I had an interview of sorts in Battersea, so I got ready, hopped on the underground, and there I was. All educational institutes look creatively different from the inside. Anyway, since I am out on a rainy London day, best to see a bit of the city before heading home. And the best way to feel a city is by walking. Since it is February, the trees are bare without any leaves. Walking through cool buildings, I reached the Thames. This is Albert Bridge. And nearby is Battersea Park. This is what makes London different from most other big cities. There are parks with much needed vegetation within the city. Here is the London Peace Pagoda. A pagoda is generally a religious building with many tiers or levels, layers. Usually they are related to Buddhism, as this one is, but they can also be related to Taoism. A noble and peaceful quote, however impractical. After chilling out for a bit, I walked out of the park and onto Albert Bridge. Weak bridge indicates that an army marching on Albert Bridge will make it collapse. My map shows me a museum nearby, so that's where I am headed. This is default London weather, by the way. Look what I found. Oscar Wilde used to live here. The National Army Museum. Good to see that war is not romanticized completely. Nice interactive digital media is available, along with some thought-provoking deep quotes and some really cool jackets. Here I tried to assemble and disassemble a gun in record time. Here are some historical guns, badges, and hats. There is a show projected on broken screens where I think the fragments stand as a metaphor for something. The quotes used try to share the feeling of being on a battlefield. The audio of dialogues over gunfire and explosion was something to experience in the moment. I am cutting it out as you should go for yourself to experience it. Here is a funny game where you have to stand on a spot and follow instructions.
horrible lot of recruits. You are going to follow the drum. This will involve a series of basic moves setting time to the beat. Watch the icon in the corner. This demonstrates what to do. So engage that grey blob in your skull. You are not in a museum now. You are on my drill square. Now then, you're going to learn how to fall in. What I say, you do. Stand in formation, in line, feet apart, at ease. Recruits, fall in. Awful recruit two. I expect better. Now when I say come to attention, I mean come to attention properly. Heels together, arms down by your side, fist clenched. Attention! Stomach in, chest out, look up recruit two. Right, I want to see you lot grading properly and correctly spaced. Raise your right arm so it touches the shoulder of the person to your right. Then shuffle to the right distance. Too far apart and I'll post you AWOL. Too close and it's a group up. Let's not make a mess of this recruit. Dress! Where are you lot going? Did I say you were dismissed?
I didn't expect that reaction for not completing it. Here is Shakespeare. Turns out his works were a big influence in wars, like most pop culture. The Berlin Wall stood tall from 1961 to 1989, and here is a section of it. Here you can dress as one of those guards with red uniforms and black fuzzy hats. With all these killing machines on display, you can go inside a tank. It was difficult to drive. Here are posters telling young men to enlist. And here is a bust of Napoleon and the skeleton of his horse. A tank sits outside the museum as I leave. As I wait at the bus stop, I see this oval post box. Most of them are cylindrical. I cross the Westminster Bridge by bus as I head towards Waterloo. The bus is empty as the last stop is coming up. I was planning to head home, but I saw this sign of the Leek Street Arches and planned to go there. It's a tunnel filled with graffiti. I have been there before, but artists keep covering the old art with new ones. So if you visit after every couple of months or so, there will be something new to see there. Sometimes there will be something political or something that is currently prevalent in society. This is Waterloo Station and I resume walking. So here we are, the Leek Street Arches. Places like these are highly underrated. Many people visit London as tourists. They come with some agency, probably in a group, and are herded to the same popular sites. And they take pictures to post online and they can say, I have been to London. But I think you haven't seen all aspects of a city till you also experience the raw artistic side. Most cities have a similar underground scene which goes largely unnoticed. Even